640 is honoring Black History Month. Now, part of finding social justice and equity is confronting our own biases and being more open to change. So Andrea DeMille is the author of Is It Racism and How to Deal with the Human Divide, a guide to starting those kind of conversations within ourselves. So thank you so much for joining us. This is a very important topic. I think people aren't comfortable talking about it, but it needs to be said.
Absolutely. Good morning, Melanie, and thanks for having me on the show.
Of course, of course. So I have to ask, being women of color, this is unfortunate, but I think we've experienced racism at some point in our lives. Can you talk about your first encounter with racism and what that looked like?
Yeah, my first encounter with racism was actually as a child. I was visiting my grandmother in Georgia, a tiny little southern town, when we were on a playground that apparently we weren't allowed to play on. When this white gentleman, a middle-aged gentleman, came and he called us the N-word, told us to and we couldn't be there. And as a child, I was terrified. I didn't know if I was going to survive this. My heart was racing. I immediately left the playground and ran back to my grandmother's home.
Unbelievable that something like that happens nowadays. Now, you have 5 young boys. God bless you. I mean, that's incredible. But do you think younger generations are losing sight of important markers in our nation's history when it comes to everything from slavery to civil rights movements? Because some kids nowadays, they don't know some of those key moments in our history. Emmett Till, they don't know about the Tulsa massacres, like things that are really important.
I do feel in some way that our younger generation is losing sight. And it's so important for us to have these comfortable conversations with the youth so that they can understand our history and share both the pain and the beauty of the history in America, which includes the Black history. My own 7-year-old child came home just a few months ago, and he told me that because I'm Black, I don't deserve to own a home or to buy property. And when I asked him why, he said, well, your Black skin reminds people of evilness and darkness. And I mean, I went and cried on my bathroom floor for 25 minutes, and really had to compose myself to discuss it with him the next day, to be fair. I was too emotional to talk about it when it happened. But clearly my children are learning racist and racially biased ideas outside of our home. And it is more important now that we as parents, neighbors, community, take control to teach and have conversations with our youth so that they do understand where they come from and what has shaped America and how we can be better moving forward.
Well said, absolutely. Now, what can people do as people of color, not just Black people, Asian people, Mexicans, people that are confronted with racism on a daily basis? What can they do when that happens?
Well, the first thing that I would say is to try to diffuse the situation. We don't want to escalate into something, violent. But, a lot of times these days, it's the subtle racial biases that still persist. And the best thing that we can do is, one, wake up to our feelings, check our feelings and ask, where is this coming from? Does this person, did he make that comment because of anecdotal stories or personal interaction? And once we do that, then we can allow ourselves to be open to change. We can help other people navigate their racial biases by listening with empathy.
And Andrea, I hate to cut you off, but I want to make sure we're running out of time, but I want to make sure, where can we get your book? Is it online? Where can we get it? And what's the title? One more time.
Yeah, it's called Is It Racism? How to Heal the Human Divide. You can go to thewakeupstories.com and order for sure.
Thank you so much for bringing this conversation to light. I think it's super important. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Take care.